How you doing, guys? I'm Sean. Welcome to Rambles with my camera. Guys, today's video, I'm going to keep it very quick. Well, I'm not going to keep the video quick because it's going to be about, I don't know, maybe a 20-minute video, because I'm going to keep this wee intro very quick because there's been one nightmare after another. I'm recording this on my phone. I hope the quality's okay. So if you remember back, I had a slide film that I had shot probably about 17 years ago. I sent it away to the lab. It came back. Now, it came back, I think, nearly a month ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. And I done an unpacking of it. And during that time, I was using the Canon 7D to record it and record the video. I'm normally using a Nikon camera, and I get 19 minutes at full HD. The Canon, it cuts off at 12 minutes, so I carried on talking and doing the unpacking for 19 minutes and basically lost 7 minutes. But this is what this video is going to be about. I ended up shooting the second part of it. There's going to be photographs onto it. It's been an experience. I'm going to let the video speak for itself, but I'm just determined to get this up because I've been putting it off. I didn't know whether to upload this or not. There's some photographs that I didn't put into this video, very personal, so I didn't put them in. But as I say, I tell you that the video after, as I finish talking here, is going to explain it even more. Guys, I hope you are well. Hope you're enjoying life, and I'll get on with this video, and thanks again for watching. How you doing, guys? I'm Sean. Welcome to Rambles with my camera. Guys, today's video, the slide film has came back for the slides and also photographs. I haven't opened it. It's Friday afternoon. What time is it? 20 past 2. And I have to say, I was expecting it sooner this week. I was going to do the video and all, but it's only came here about a half an hour. And I contacted Sheena, my better half, and I said, I don't want to open it. It's not that I don't want to open it, I'm just anxious what's on it. And I made every excuse going. And Sheena said, Sean, you know, if you don't want, excuse me, there's an excuse now. I don't feel too well to do it. Sheena said, if you don't want to do it, then you don't have to do it. But you know, you've been waiting, 16 years to get this. So I'm just going to do it. I'm sorry about the lighting, the sound, the setup. I'm just going to fucking do it here. So backstory. Okay, so backstory. I touched on it in the last video. 2004, I walked away from my old life. I was going through really dark depression, suicidal thoughts. I had been like that for about 2 years prior to it. I put on this image to everybody else around me that I was dealing with things okay, but I wasn't. And it was like every single day I was struggling just to hang in there. And I was hanging in there by my fingernails. I left Belfast 2004. Thankfully, one positive thing after another helped me shift the baggage and to get my shit together. And I'm here now. Okay, so, but this film here, this slide was given to me by my friend Stephen Mullen, best buddy. And he gave it to me probably about 2 years before I moved. So I'm assuming, I've really no recollection of what year, but it's probably around about 2002. And he knew it was in a bad way, and he said, Sean, I said, look, I want to go down the south of Ireland, I want to go to Sligo direction to get my head cleared. And he gave me a slide film. He said, go and shoot something. And I did, and that's what this slide is. But I don't know what's on it. I have a fair idea that there's 1 or 2 photographs of a woodcarver called Michael Quirk when I met in Sligo. I think he should be sitting on logs. I don't know if they're out of focus, I don't know the exposure, I don't know what the quality of the images are after 16, what is it? Say 2002, nearly 18 years. Wow, of different cupboards and drawers and temperatures and changing emulsions and all that going. So this is what this is. Look, I'm making excuses here because there's a big part of me not wanting to open this. And it's not about you seeing the bad my photographs are. It's just because it's a connection to that really horrific time in my life. Everybody's horrific is different. But mine, I never want to go back there again. And this is sort of connected to it, if that makes sense. Now, I don't know if you're going through a dark section for at the minute, or you're dealing with mental health issues. I can assure you, brother or sister, or whoever you are, you'll get through this. Just seek help, ask for help, and you'll get through it. I'm a living proof of it. by the way, my life, it's not perfect. But let me tell you, every day I wake up with an attitude of gratitude. Before I go to sleep at night, as soon as I wake up, that's my prayer to whoever it is created us, of thanks that I'm here and all this stuff. So look, I'm waffling on. Let's do this. See, this is why I stopped photography, because I didn't want to go back into that routine again. Fuck's sake. I have to say, like, I'm looking for excuses not to do this. I'm going to check the microphone to see if it's fucking working. Yeah, it's working. Okay. So this was done by DS Colour Laboratories in England, Manchester. I'm a wee bit anxious because I'm a wee bit anxious. Do you know what? Just get on with it. Okay, right away I can see murals. Oh, shit. This is very, this is a dodgy one because my kids are on it. I was married when I went through my dark section of road. It was two boys, two kids, and obviously their own families on it. So obviously respect their privacy. I won't put it up. There's not many photographs from down the south. I mentioned in the ad, there's only the first. Let's get cracking with the photographs. There's some back up in Belfast again. Fuck's sake. So let me process for a wee bit here, because I'm not going into the details of why I went into depression, because it was obviously was carrying a lot of baggage throughout my life from childhood right up, but obviously there was a separation, divorce, there was kids involved in it, and I couldn't deal with that section of road. But there's photographs from my boys on this here, and I haven't seen them in too long. Okay. The photographs, and I mentioned in the previous video that I went down to south of Ireland, and I remember going to Sligo, seeing Michael Quirk was a wood carver, and I camped out in the wilderness somewhere. And some of the photographs, so the first frames are off that. I can't even remember taking them, to tell you the truth. I'll try to overlap them. This is Friday, as I say, Friday evening. What I'm going to do, guys, I'm probably not going to I'm not going to edit the film here today. I'm going to take the weekend off, and then I'll do it on Monday. And that time I'll get photographs scanned and I'll overlap them, okay? I just want to process this. This was a lake where I camped overnight at. Pretty shitty photograph, out of focus, conversation's bad, but we're not here about that. But yeah, I thought I remembered that it was in a place where there's a lake. This one here's Michael Quirk. He's a wood carver, storyteller. What a wonderful man, living in Sligo. He got me through a lot I'm going to just show you a wee photograph. So I took 2 photographs of him. Bear in mind, these are slides. Unlike a digital, we would have been shooting probably about 20 photographs. So these are 2 slides. And he helped me a lot at that day because I was telling him a wee bit about the situation. And he just said, tell me about keeping focused and, you know, tell me a wee bit about his son and things like that. He's just a good man, so yeah, so Michael Quirk, obviously if we look at the quality of the slides, the colour saturation is pretty bad. Ross's Point, I ended up moving down to Sligo, funny enough, 2 years later. I think that's Ross's Point. Yeah. This is like a statue that was for sailors lost at sea and fishermen lost at sea. A very spooky statue. I don't remember taking these, by the way. Michael Quirk, I do remember. I had a fair idea that I took some in the lake. Yeah. And I remember thinking, even at that, because as I say, I was suicidal, and I remember feeling the despair of that sculptor had captured. It's representative of, you know, the person and the family on the shores, crying, mourning for their loved ones lost at sea. And I remember even then getting hope from that by saying, you know, I've still got a life. These people have lost lives here, and I remember getting myself built up a wee bit with it. So okay. I have no idea what that is. No idea. Can't remember. Okay. This is where I camped one night. There was a group of standing stones at a lake, really magical vibe. And I remember just connecting the earth energy. Even that gave me a lift. Funny enough, I went home virtually after that. Okay. Got a flock of birds there. I wonder they flying south for winter or whatever. I can't remember when it was taken. Disaster. I'm now back onto the Nikon D3300. I was using the Canon. Fucking thing packed in halfway. I don't know where I got till. So look, I'm going to wrap up. I'm just going to take that as a sign. And I'm sorry about this, but I don't know. I actually don't know how far I've got up onto the video. I spoke a lot about my feelings. I spoke a lot about the photographs. And I've still got the audio. But you know what? Maybe it's not meant to be seen. I'm sorry if it's coming across like very selfish and, you know, but maybe it's just not meant to be done. You know, 16 years, 17 years in a fucking box. Maybe it's a sign of me. It's not necessarily for other people to hear about and see. Maybe it's something for me. There was one photograph. I don't know if I've covered it in the video. I don't know where I got conked off. Let's see. But there's a lot of photographs there of my boys in it, and there's this one here, and this is going to sum up. I don't know if I've covered it already in the previous video. I don't even know what way I'm going to make this video now. Probably a bit of a mishmash. I might talk over it. I'll think over it over the weekend. But basically this photograph here was taken of me, obviously when I was going through my depression and the suicidal section of road. And it's a shadow of me then. And I think it's a shadow of myself now. Because I'm a million miles away from where that was taken, mentally and in time. And I guess that, you know, the projection that I was putting out there to people was, I'm dealing with it, but I wasn't. And I don't know if you, and I mentioned this before, I don't know if you're, going through a tough section of road, honestly. Reach out to somebody. You can drop me a private message if you think I can help, but reach out to somebody and just tell them that you're not okay. And other than saying it's okay not to be okay, it's so true. And I look at this photograph, and I could probably use this one, and there's so many lovely photographs there, they're special. But I think this one's going to be a reminder of me that we are only the shadow of ourselves. We put it out to others and to ourselves, but in reality, that's the past. Like, you know what I mean? That's like looking. To me, it's like looking back on the old me, and I think that we can reinvent ourselves. And for me, it's just like looking back at a section of road, and we can do it. And it wasn't a good section of road, but I don't know. I'm sorry for not having to go back through the photographs again and show you, because I've invested a bit of emotion into it, and I don't really want to do it again, and if that's okay. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. I'll put notes down below letting you know that it's not complete. I could, I suppose, put photographs over the top of it. As I say, I can't stress enough. If you're going through a tough section of road, Winston Churchill says, if you're going through hell, keep going. And he was right. Because basically, it's easy sometimes to think that, it's never going to get better. Well, I'm living proof it is. And I have to say, and I've mentioned this before, my life is certainly not perfect, but it's fucking brilliant. I love life. And, I may be a bit of a chill out merchant, and maybe not push myself as much as I should, but I'm still standing. I'm still here. And anyway, what's that wee kid's face there? I think that's it, isn't it? Okay, listen, wrapping it up. Guys, if you haven't already done so, please do subscribe. You can check me out on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. All the links down below. rambleswithmycamera.com. Keep focused and get out there and take some photographs and get prints done. Makes all the difference when they're print form. Send you love. Thanks, Jim.